Family, welcome to The Move. I'm Jay, your host. Let's get into a groove. Today's video is extra special, and I hope you held on to your butts from the last Irvington Unbound. But in case you didn't, let's recap really quickly. The mayor of my town, Irvington, New Jersey, he announced a partnership with Pillar College, and Pillar College is owned by Pillar of Fire. It's a church organization that are vigorous promoters of anti-Catholicism, anti-Semitism, nativism, and white supremacy. With Irvington being a predominantly black and brown community, I asked our mayor if he was aware of these red flags, and I was sent a 15-point essay about negative people. So that's what this video is about. When I was a kid in Union Avenue School, I got picked on for saying the word negative instead of no, and for 2 weeks everything was negative. So to be perceived in such a light, it doesn't really sit well with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the 15 points and see the validity of each point in regards to this particular situation. Yes, I'll be getting personal because I only have my point of view, but you are free to dislike the video or leave me a comment telling me to kill myself. So let's get to it. Negative people, point 1. They always worry. Negative people survive on worry, a very unhealthy diet. This mindset geared towards the need to feel protected and aware to an extreme degree. Well, I'm not sure. Like, I do worry. I am very, very concerned, but I feel as if I have good reason to be. The world's on fire right now, and a lot of people, black and brown, all people, black, brown, white, it really doesn't matter who you are. There is a huge level of insecurity for those who aren't doing but so well. If you're making 38,000, which is the average here in Irvington, dollars a year, then you're not doing as well as somebody that says, let's maybe 125 grand, 120 grand a year. It's a little bit different. So yeah, I think people should be worried, definitely. They try to tell you what to do. When people start to tell you what you should do with your life, what house to buy, or whether you should change your job, you can be sure they are in the negative squad. They do not realize it, but this is a sure sign they have not sorted out their own life issues. It is much easier to tell everyone else how to live their lives. That is not me. I do not care what you do with your life. Enjoy it. As long as you are happy and as long as you're enjoying yourself and you aren't bringing harm or anything else like that to the next person, I really don't care. I wasn't telling nigga not to. The question that I asked was, were you aware? It had nothing to do with how the man lives his life. Enjoy. Number 3, they live in default position. There is a neurological explanation as to why some people end up being so negative. It has to do with a part of the brain called the amygdala, which functions as an alarm and is constantly on the lookout for danger, fear, and bad news. Scientists believe that this to be the brain's default position. In evolutionary terms, this is understandable. It is all part of the fear-flight mechanism in which the brain uses most of its neurons to keep up with all the bad news that is stored in the memory. No. I'm not. I'm not sure about that. But I do have I have a spidey sense. I can kind of tell when there's bullshit about. But that's the thing. It's bullshit. If it's 100% legit, when I went looking into Pillar College, I went looking because I want to get my degree in political science. I didn't go digging deep for this information. All of this that I found and I read to you was on their Wikipedia page. So I didn't go looking for this. My brain did tell me, hey, wait, it's a red flag for people of color to be learning or to be giving money to white supremacists. I mean, that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know. They enjoy secrecy. If you meet a negative person at a party, you may find the conversation rather tedious. Fearful of revealing too much information about themselves, they live in fear that doing so would be used against them in some way. They rarely think what they share could be used in a positive light. Have you met the internet? Have you met the internet? Yes, there is. This one I do agree with. 1 in 4 are the only 2 I agree with so far. And I do enjoy my secrecy. I don't think my business is everybody else's business, and I don't think everybody else's business is my business. They are pessimists. My mother was number 5, sorry. My mother was the world's greatest pessimist. Spotting menacing clouds on the way to the beach, she would invariably say that the best of the day had gone. Negative people rarely envisage a happy outcome or a great result. They always imagine everything will go wrong. That is not the case. Not with me. I want things to go right. I have gone to the beach in gray clouds, and I've had a good time. It's actually cooler when there are gray clouds. but yeah, I expect everything to work out in honestly in God's favor. Like, I don't even expect my favor. Like, if whatever happens, happens. What's to be is what's to be. So, I don't really feel like I fall in line with that one. Number 6, they cannot limit their exposure to bad news. Negative people love coming into your cubicle and saying things like, "Have you heard the terrible news about?" After which they fill you in on all the gory details. The tragedy is that overexposure to negative news affects a person more deeply than was previously thought. Research has shown that media exposure to violence, death, tragedy, contributes to depression and anxiety, as well as a post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD). It colors a negative person's outlook on life. I'm a man that operates in the world where negative shit is happening all the time, and I try to keep a smile on my face. But it's hard. It does get hard. In post-traumatic stress disorder, I believe that can happen. I believe everyone, to an extent, suffers from it because like I've said in several videos, and like I'm saying now, we can only go off of our experiences and what we see. So we are all suffering from PTSD in some way or the other. Number 7, they have very thin skin. Those who are negative are likely to be oversensitive to criticism, even taking compliments the wrong way. They interpret innocent remarks as being condescending or rude. For example, a negative person may find jokes about short people offensive because they are not very tall themselves. Was that a personal dig because I'm not very tall? I think I'm from Irvington. I'm a nerd. I got picked on my entire life, and so I feel like my skin has gotten much thicker over time. I'm not even taking a negative or a condescending view to this. At least I don't believe I am. But yeah, how do I put this? As far as interpreting innocent remarks, I mean, let's be real. People are snarky. People do say things underhandedly. I mean, it may be an innocent remark in one way. People are very weird, man. People are very strange. So, they complain a lot. Negative people tend to whine a lot, convinced that the whole world is against them. They're usually the victims of lousy weather or difficult balls, bad luck, and their upbringing. They rarely step back and look at other factors, such as a lack of energy, creativity, or simple hard work. Definitely not me. I do have my issues, and if I bring an issue to you, I would like a very quick response, just saying, yes, I knew about the past of this school, but they are working towards, diversity and bringing things in. Or, no, I didn't know, and whoever's on my staff is going to get fired because they didn't do the research. But either ways, I mean, it's not complaining. Asking simple questions is not complaining. It's asking a question. If you're unclear on something, ask the question. That's not complaining. That's wanting to know more. That's seeking knowledge. And I can't, at least in this instance, I don't believe that's the case. Number 9, they never move outside their comfort zone. Moving outside the familiar world and I know this word, but I'm not going to say it. To those who are negative people, anathema to those who are negative people. They cannot face the possibility of more fear, discomfort, challenges, or failure. They are thus never able to try out new experiences, are doomed to dwell in the dull of their dreary comfort zone. I have no comfort zone, okay? Ever since I was a kid, my family's always said, yeah, we're moving. And then when I became 15 and I moved out on my own, I just floated from place to place all over the world. So all over the world, all over the country. So I really have no comfort zone. I am my comfort zone. So no, I don't rock with that one. They love the word but. Remember, I told you to hold on to the word but. A negative person might say something positive or even complimentary to your great cooking. They might be happy to find themselves on the beach or in a restaurant. The only problem, they finish their remarks with the but word, turning this positive into a negative. You get remarks like, it looks like a great restaurant, but I wonder why you didn't book a table outside. Or it's a lovely beach. but there are always too many people around. You know what? No, because my butt's like, I think this is a very valid butt here. I mean, this is like the Kim Kardashian of butts. Like, if you're sending black and brown people to learn from white supremacists, that's not the regular butt, you know? As far as this, no, we haven't hung out like that, so guy really doesn't know about my butts. Number 11, they are underachievers. Lack of success could be due to many factors, but negativity is a main cause. Negative people usually think they are not smart enough, athletic enough, or good enough. But the real threat to their success is that they are emotional. That is that their emotional intelligence is crippled by their often critical and confrontational manner. Additionally, they will regale you with stories of how difficult people were, how they would never collaborate, or how impossible it was to get anywhere with them. If you've spent 5 minutes with me, you know that's not the deal. I gotta hurry up. I ain't got much time left. They never get excited about future projects. Have you noticed that those who are negative can never talk about future plans or projects in a positive way? Actually, they rarely talk about plans at all because they are too wrapped up in their present misery. As a positive person, you have dreams, you have projects and visions of what your future will be like. You are on the open highway while they are stuck in a dark tunnel. Man, you know that ain't me. I'm very excited about everything that we as a block and myself has taken on. They become energy vampires. Have you been in a room with me? You know my energy is top notch. 14. They miss out on the good things of life. Nope, no. California is one of the best things in life, and totally didn't miss out on it. Of course, this is hardly surprising when considering these persons are fixated with unsatisfying jobs, relationships, and social statuses. I'm kind of curious what else is there. I mean, as far as what makes a person's life, job, relationships, and social status. They put a negative spin on good news. You are excited to share great news about your dream job, engagement, or new house, but when you want to tell a negative person, you hesitate. Why? You know they will always find a way to make it sound negative. They will caution you to be careful, warn you of the dangers, and tell you to think carefully before accepting. I only see that as sound advice. Like number 15, I only see as sound advice. So it wraps up with this. The best way to deal with all of this negativity is to thank your lucky stars that you are positive and you have overcome most of the negativity in your life. The more negative a person is, the happier you can be that you are not like them, and you will be extra careful about getting caught in their web. And he signs it off, I hope this helps you, James. Which I replied, not really, because I just asked you about the school's history. So, so I personally don't think that I fit into a lot of these. Maybe 3 of them. There's 3 I cop to. But beyond that, that wasn't a direct answer to the question. I'm just being called a negative person when, if you've spent time around me, that's not the case. So anyways, I'd love to know your thoughts. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. I mean, I'm more than willing to talk to you about this because I'm open to other people's ideas and opinions and thoughts. And until the next time, I hope everything is fantastic and your life is full of nothing but prosperity, peace, and the love and health of your family. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.